In the heart of Silicon Valley, a software engineer looks at his bank account. It's 2024. He earns $250,000 a year. On paper, he is winning. On paper, he is the elite. But as the clock strikes midnight, a cold realization settles in. After the mortgage, the Tesla payment, the private schools, and the taxes, he is left with less than $1,500. He isn't struggling, but he isn't moving. He is running at full speed on a treadmill made of gold. You might not earn six figures, but you feel the same tightness, don't you? That quiet anxiety, that no matter how hard you work, the horizon never gets closer. It's not because you're failing, it's because you're operating within a system designed to keep you exactly where you are. How can someone earn a fortune and still be one paycheck away from disaster? The answer isn't in the numbers. It's in a trap you were told was a dream. Wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep. And right now, the system is designed to make sure you keep nothing. We call it progress. A bigger house, a faster car, a better phone. But look closer at the architecture of your life. Every upgrade is actually a new tether. The system doesn't need you in chains. It needs you in debt. It rewards your hard work with the permission to consume more, ensuring that your survival remains tied to that monthly deposit. This is the psychology of the golden handcuffs. They feel soft, they look expensive, but they lock just as tight. You think you're choosing these things, but a billion-dollar industry has spent decades studying your dopamine receptors to make sure you never feel enough. If the upgrades are the chains, who is holding the key? The more you earn, the more the prison expands. But there is a thief in the room you haven't noticed yet. Imagine filling a bucket with water, only to realize the bucket is made of lace. That is your savings account. While you sleep, a silent thief called inflation is devaluing the hours you traded for that money. Governments call it monetary policy. You should call it a tax on your life. For the elite, inflation is a tool to melt their debts. For you, it's the reason why your grocery bill doubles while your salary moves like a glacier. You are being taxed twice. Once when you earn the money, and every day after that as its power vanishes. The game is rigged so that the savers are the ultimate losers. If saving is a losing game, where does the money actually go? The rich don't work for money. They work for something the system never taught you to value. A paycheck is the most addictive drug in the modern world. It doesn't just pay bills. It calms your nervous system. It tells your brain, you are safe. Don't move. Don't risk. This predictability is a sedative. It prevents you from seeing the fragility of your position. One meeting, one algorithm shift, one restructuring, and the safety vanishes. You have traded your infinite potential for the illusion of a steady floor. I understand why you stay. The fear of the unknown is a powerful ghost. But ask yourself, is it safety if someone else holds the switch? What happens when the sedative wears off? Most people will spend their whole lives defending a cage because they've forgotten what the sky looks like. Look at the map. On the left, we find the majority, the employees and the self-employed. They share a common curse. They trade a finite resource, time, for a finite reward, money. If they stop, the money stops. This is the definition of the rat race. You run faster, the wheel spins faster, but you remain in the same coordinates. The middle class is obsessed with the size of the check. The wealthy are obsessed with the source of the check. One is a harvest you have to pick every day. The other is a forest that grows while you sleep. How do you plant the first tree when you're too busy harvesting for someone else? The secret isn't in working harder. It's in changing the very nature of what you own. Think about your last big purchase. Was it an asset or a liability? A liability takes money out of your pocket. An asset puts it in. Most people spend their lives collecting liabilities and calling them investments. That new phone? A liability. That car? A liability. Now, consider the person who bought Apple shares instead of the phone. They didn't just buy a product, they bought a piece of the system. They moved from being a consumer to being an owner. This is the great divide. The rich buy assets first and luxuries last. Everyone else does the opposite. But how can you buy assets when there's no money left at the end of the month? The answer isn't more money. It's a surgical strike on your current habits. Escaping the trap doesn't require a leap of faith. It requires a bridge of discipline. You don't quit your job tomorrow. You start by reclaiming the margin, the small gap between what you earn and what you actually need to survive. Every dollar in that margin is a soldier. You can either send them to die in the mall, or you can station them in assets that fight for your freedom. This is the birth of your runway. The number of months you can survive without a boss. Freedom isn't $1 million. Freedom is the first month you don't need to show up. How many months is your freedom worth right now? I'm going to show you the exact steps to build that bridge. Be warned, the system will try to pull you back. Here is your blueprint. Step 1, audit the drain. Every subscription, every habit, every need that is actually a want. Step 2, build the emergency runway. 3 months of survival, liquid and safe. This is your no money, the power to say no to a toxic boss. Step 3, the 20% rule. Automatically redirect 1/5 of every dollar into low-cost index funds or skills that increase your value. Step 4, kill high-interest debt. It is a parasite eating your future. Step 5, focus on ownership. Buy businesses, real estate, or equity. Stop being the fuel and start being the engine. Step 6, maintain the gap. As you earn more, do not live more. Stay in the shadow until your assets pay for your light. The prison is real, but the door has been unlocked this whole time. You just had to stop looking at the paycheck and start looking at the exit. Welcome to the other side. Wealth is a choice you make every morning. What will you choose today? Money isn't just something you earn, it's something you understand. Most people chase income but never decode the system controlling it. If you're ready to think differently, move differently, and build real power, subscribe. Because here, we don't follow money. We learn how to control it. Money Future, Decode Money, Master the Mind.